But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. Call Loyim La Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Chakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of the great Muslim who rule well. And as always, peace and salutations to the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And who didn't see this coming? Which, really, this is nothing new. This is what they've been doing. But now, I guess, because, more of their narrative is getting dismantled, they want to make it newsworthy, make it nationally public of what they want to do. So any content covering the voodoo spaghetti sauce is going to get blocked off of YouTube, and that's why currently, I'm on one of the pages that got 2 strikes on it, while my other one had just got striked, and that's why, at this point, brothers are stepping up, taking it another notch further and stepping over to these other platforms, away from YouTube, because we know that YouTube is owned and controlled by Amalek, which also controls, Big Pharma, which controls all the mainstream news outlets, networks. They control all the fact checking sites. So it's all to control basically the narrative. And all you're going to get is one narrative, which is all pro agenda. So your best bet, if you want to get the real information, is you got to leave YouTube alone, as well as mainstream media. All right. So anyway, this is from Reuters, and it says YouTube blocks all anti-juice content. All right, and this goes into specifics of what they're not allowing. All right, which we already knew this, because even if you're doing videos on this particular topic and you're using code words, that doesn't even matter anymore. They're still going to try to get you. All right, because they're watching, they're analyzing closely, what we're saying and what we're teaching, and that's why more and more people are opening up their eyes, because people have been speaking in code around the algorithms, and people are seeing this devil's agenda, all the wickedness that surrounds this whole thing. So them putting censorship on everyone that's even questioning this thing is not helping their cause. It's only going to, push people further away from this devil's agenda. All right. So it says YouTube will block all anti-juice content, moving beyond its ban on false information about the Divock juice to include content that contains misinformation about other approved juices. It said in a blog post on Wednesday. Examples of content that won't be allowed on YouTube include claims that the flu juice causes infertility, and that the MMR shot, which protect against measles, mumps, and rubella, can cause autism according to YouTube's policies. All right, so basically, if you bring out the information, which, the narrative is basically everybody that's coming out against these things are all wrong, and they're right. All right, so who do you trust? Given these devils' history, and what they've done, and the fact that all type of lawsuits then been filed against these companies that's been responsible for these conditions, and sweeping it under the rug and telling you don't believe the hype. Who are you going to believe? Who are you going to trust? What do the scriptures say? And let's get that. This man is being found out, man. That's why he has to go the extra mile. All right, so Sirach 12 and verse 10, it says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. So you should already know that these are not the people to listen to and trust, even though they'll use plausible deniability and act as if these things did not occur or these things do not happen. All right. It says the online video company owned by Alphabet Inc. is also banning channels associated with several prominent anti-juicer activists, including Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and Joseph Mercola, a YouTube spokesperson said. A press email for Mercola's website said in a statement, "We are united across the world. We will not live in fear. We will not stand. We will slack it. We will stand together and restore our freedoms." Kennedy did not immediately respond to requests for comment. And I'm also hearing, um, yep, matter of fact, I jumped the gun. Let me just read down to it. It says the moves come as YouTube and other tech giants like Facebook and Twitter have been criticized for not doing enough to stop the spread of false health information on their sites. But even as YouTube takes a tougher stance on misinformation, it faces backlash around the world. On Tuesday, Russian state-backed broadcaster, uh, which is Russia Today's German language channels, were deleted from YouTube as the company said the channels had breached its DVOC 19 misinformation policy. Russia on Slovakia. Russia on Wednesday called the move unprecedented information aggression and threatened to block YouTube. So they're threatening action against YouTube, saying they will block YouTube and all of Russia if they don't basically reinstate. Because basically this devil want to control the platform. So freedom of speech is no longer a thing. All right, you can't have your own mind. You cannot question the narrative. You can't. Basically, you got to let them just indoctrinate you. So that's where we at. This is 1984. So Esau is being with these type of moves. Esau is being further found out. Okay, but hey, either way, this war is going to continue to go forth. Okay, and you're going to continue to get exposed. All right, let's get Luke 8. We're in the time where the wicked has to be revealed for the devil that he is. All right, Luke 8 and 17. And it says, "For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad." Like it says in Obadiah 1 and 6. Let's go there. It says, "How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?" And more things are being revealed and being found out, and this devil wants to cover it up. But hey, you can't hide yourself anymore. Your narrative got too much holes in it, like Swiss cheese. It's not making any sense to people. You had Sleepy Creepy Joe, which some people come out saying that the dude that we seeing currently, in the news or making speeches might not even be the real Joe. They say that there might be a some actor that looked like Joe that basically got to impersonate him because the real Joe he's out of there, man. you know but anyway, um you being searched out, man. All right, and that's why right now brothers are going onto other platforms now, just to set the disclaimer. I finally went on and made my BitChute account, and you can reach it at bitchute.com channel / GMS Vegas. All right, and I just uploaded a video that I posted up last night on the Vegas Sit Downs 144K channel. So this is my BitChute channel. So because they're going to this extreme with it, I'm going any video that I cover the the voodoo spaghetti sauce, I'm gonna actually put the video on BitChute, where you don't have to deal with censorship. You ain't got to deal with guideline community strikes. All right, you can put up what you want to put up because on YouTube they want to control the narrative. Okay, so hey, you devils are being completely exposed, man, and that's good. All right, you can block all the content if you want, but that ain't gonna silence the prophets. All right, let's get Isaiah 62. Because we're commanded not to be silent. We're gonna be on your ass until Yahweh Shai comes back and get on your ass. All right. This is Isaiah 62 and 6. It says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, keep not silence. So we're not gonna shut up, man. All right. It even says in Second Ezra, the 15th chapter in the Apocrypha, the Lord will no longer hold his tongue as touching your wickedness, you know? And this is straight up wickedness, man. To cover the fact that you're committing crimes against humanity, committing global genocide and injury and also theft, it got to be exposed. All right, they got to be exposed, man. They got to be revealed before you receive your judgment. So we're not gonna keep silent on these matters, man. We're going to continue to prophesy against this beast, this whore, this wicked, evil empire. All right. It says, and give him no rest till he establish until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. And we're going to get our praise, when his man comes down, as it is written in was that Zephaniah 3:19. The Lord will he would he will cause us to receive praise and fame in a land where we will put to shame. Because then people are going to understand when all these things are fulfilled, all the things that the Lord spoke, and He used us to speak, they're going to see that these were in fact the words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You know, then it will be known that prophets have been among these people. All right, so we're not going to give any rest, man. The Lord is not resting because we're constantly crying out to Him, but also this devil, he's being restless because we ain't giving him no rest either. We're giving this devil hell. All right, and then you even have whistleblowers among his own that's blowing up his spot, and that's that division as well. Your kingdom is not going to stand as long as there's division. A kingdom divided against itself cannot stand. So you got regular Edomites that's going against the establishment. They're going against the top. All right, so it's only going to get worse, man. All right, and I'm not going to hold my breath on the current channel that I do have, even though I got a lot of the videos that I do have. Um, on the channel, I got it privatized in bulk, to try to protect the page. But, like I said, I'm not going to hold my breath because they can get you for anything, you know, covering this very topic and you trying to be careful and using code language, they can still try to get you. So, at the end of the day, we ain't expecting, for our channels to stay up. All right. But this truth is going to go forth either way. All right. Isaiah 55 and 10 through 11. And once the access to this knowledge get more and more narrow, that's when the famine of the word is going to come. All right, this is Isaiah 55 and 10. It says, for as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please. It's going to be successful, all right? And it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it, all right? Because the Lord is not a man that he should lie, okay? So, I'll put a link, to the article, and also I'm gonna put a link to my actual BitChute channel in the description box. So you brothers and you sisters, you can if you own BitChute, you can subscribe to it. If not, you could just type in the actual URL right here, and then you'll be able to go to it. So I'm gonna just be posting videos that I know I can't post on YouTube on here, and then regular lessons, unrelated lessons to the spaghetti sauce. I'm gonna just I'll put on the Vegas Sit Downs 144K channel, which I'm currently on, until the 7 days are up for the other channel, 144 God page. All right, so that's pretty much it. I just want to cover that, Lord willing. You brothers and sisters will edify them, give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Until the next video, Shalom.